Shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And peace and salutations to the elect, to the speckled birds scattered abroad. Shalom. And I wanted to make a video on this video that I had came across, regarding the same topic I believe I did yesterday. Um, about them simulating a cyber attack, basically the power in the United States going out. That includes, the whole power grid everywhere you went. Internet shut down, your lights in your home not working, street lights not on. Hey, most people, man, they are not watching, man. Nor do they think or believe that this thing is going to really go down, man. Y'all see the title? It says, "Get ready. Global elites just war gamed, taking down entire financial system by cyber attack." Right? And this is prophecy, This is prophecy. It's the Lord. He's in control. He's in control of these world leaders, man. The scripture I want to get is in Proverbs, Proverbs chapter 21, I believe. Yep. It says, "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will." You see that? So, hey, these world rulers, man, these globalists, as these, Edomites call them, or they call it the Illuminati. Hey, they so-called white men, they Edomites according to the Bible. That's their real nationality, man. The Lord is in control of them, man. They're not doing anything of their own will. The Lord is controlling them. He's working on the spirits and minds of these kings of the earth to do these things, right? Why? To bring forth prophecy. I'm going to get this, Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 10. Because it has to happen, It says, "Declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure." Hey, so the Lord, the Lord already prophesied of these things happening, man. With a cyber attack, with the power going out, that would be like similar to the plague that happened in ancient Egypt, the plague of darkness, right? In ancient Egypt, I believe it was darkness for 3 days, right? And they didn't have technology like how we have now back then. So the Lord, He's bringing back the same plagues that He did last time, but it's going to be much more mightier than last time, right? It's not even going to be a comparison. Just like the deliverance of the Israelites, which the elect of the nation of Israel, it's not even going to be compared to what happened in ancient Egypt. That's not even going to be spoke about no more. They're going to be speaking about the deliverance side of this place, Babylon the Great. Because the elect is going to get beamed up into ships, man. But, right? If this is the scripture that I mean to get, I know it's in Exodus, I think this is it. It says, "And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch out thine hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt." Wow. That's a very, very thick darkness where you can feel it? Man. You can't even imagine that. Like, you remember I don't know if y'all remember, as a little kid, if you were scared of the dark and you had like a night light, and then if somebody turned off the light, or, if you forgot your night light, or whatever the case may be, right? You'd be scared. You'd think something's under your bed, or something's going to come out of the closet or something. But it's this darkness you can feel. But the Lord is doing the same thing He did to ancient Pharaoh. He's doing that to Esau. He's the modern day Pharaoh, right? I'm gonna give verse 20. It says, But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart so that he would not let the children of Israel go." You see that? And hey, they not trying to let us go, man. They're not gonna tell us who we are, man. They're not gonna give us freedom or access to our home, man. They're not gonna do that, right? They're gonna keep having crafty counsels. They're gonna keep coming up with different ways how they can destroy the nation of Israel, man. You know, I'm gonna get verse 23 because I already read verse 22. It says, "They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings." And this time, the elect, man, just like it says how they gonna eat, when there's a famine. When that darkness comes upon, this land, man, when the power grid, gets shut off, if there's an EMP attack or something like that, if you were part of the elect, the Lord's gonna be with you. You gonna have that light, that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and you gonna have, the Lord's gonna be with you, man. He gonna have that. You gonna have physical light too, but at this time it's more towards spiritual light, which is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. Right? I'm gonna get I believe it's Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23. Right? Because, this time, if you in this truth, you have the light. You understand. You see what's going on, man. A lot of these, it's coming out every day. A lot of information is being exposed to you. It's at the tip of your fingers. You don't have no excuse not to pay attention or know what's going on. But the masses are asleep. They don't see or understand what times they living in, man. So when something like that happens, it's gonna be really bad. It said we're gonna come into the worst times, ever since there was a nation. I'm paraphrasing. We about to be in the worst time in history. This is gonna surpass slavery. This is gonna surpass 70 AD. Because people today, man, with this technology and stuff, a lot of our people, especially our people, we don't care about the heathens, but they gonna be, they ain't gonna know what to do. They gonna be caught out there. Everybody's glued to their phones. They can't go an hour, without taking a status update on their social media or see how many likes they got or see who commented. They can't go too long without checking to see that. So when the power goes out, most jakes, they don't have no skill that they can use to help in those times. They don't have no type of skills. The only skills you got is working for Esau. So that's gonna leave these jakes short-handed, man. In these times that we covered in, man, they gonna have a lot of them. They gonna bow down. They need, man, to the image of Baal. They gonna get that, that Vanessa. And they gonna be caught out there. But this is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23. It says, "For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and the reproofs of instruction are the way of life." You see that? So, if you got this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man, if you believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, 100%, your faith is not wavering, you're doing what the Lord told you to do, the Lord's gonna be with you, man, like I just read. The Lord is going to be with you, But, like it says, you got to be a part of the elect, though. Right? It says, let me get verse 24. It says, "And Pharaoh called unto Moses and said, Go ye, serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and only let your flocks and your herds be stayed." It says, "And let your little ones also go with you." And Moses said, "Thou must give us also sacrifices and burnt offerings, that we may sacrifice unto the Lord our God. Our cattle also shall go with us, and there shall not an hoof be left behind. For thereof must we take to serve the Lord our God, and we know not with what we must serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua until he come thither." It says, "But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart when he would not let them go." You see it? So, even though all these plagues, all this destruction is gonna be happening, they still gonna be trying to get you jakes, man. It ain't called Esau's trouble, it's Jacob's trouble. It's our time of trouble. It says, "And Pharaoh said unto him, Get thee far from me, and take heed to thyself, and see my face no more. For in that day thou seest my face, thou shalt die. And Moses said, Thou hast spoken well, I will see thy face no more. So hey man, you can't be conformed to the ways of this world, because you go to trust in Egypt. Hey, and their light is being put out right now. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 2. It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. You see that? So if you're not conformed to the ways of this world, you're going to be able to do the Lord's will, because the Lord, he told you, about this world. He told you, if you're a part of this world, hey, you're not going to be able to serve him. Why? Because the world does not serve the Lord, man. They don't follow his commandments. They don't even believe on him in spirit and in truth. You got all these different religions. People believe in they self. You got a lot of scoffers and mockers. All these pagan holidays. So, you can't be conformed to the ways of this world, man. This world has an end, but the world of Israel don't have no end. Right? And that's what we're striving for. We're striving for excellency, man. We're striving for perfection, so we can, have that light until the perfect day, which is the day of Yahweh, our Lord's return, man. We can't be of those that are of the night, man. We are the children of the day, because we have the light. Us in this truth. Right? This is 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. The Lord clearly tells you to not love this world or to be a part of it. Clearly. It's plain upon tables. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world, for if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. What does that mean? Right? That means if you want to trim your ways to seek love, you don't want to do what the Lord told you to do, because you want people to like you. You want people to feel good about you. You want to have friends. You want to have comfort in Esau society, right? That's loving the world. Doing things in excess of your flesh. Doing things with harlots. Smoking weed. This is all part of the love of the world, trying to be seen, and, Jake be talking about getting a bag, and, hey, they boasters of themselves. That's all in the book of 1 Timothy chapter 3, I'm going to get verse 16. It says, for all that is in the world is the lust of the flesh, things that I just named. It says, in the lust of the eyes. All right, everybody want to go after what they see looks good, but they don't look at the spirit. And that's what we have. We have the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit. It says, in the lust of the eyes and the pride of life, right? Hey, in Esau society, they tell you, what do they tell you? Hey, you can be anything you want. You can do anything you want. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody tell you anything. Hey, that's wickedness, man. Because the Lord, He set up laws, statutes, and commandments for the Israelites, man. He didn't give them to the other nations. So us Israelites, we're supposed to want to be a part of this world and try to seek fame and success. We're supposed to be set apart, right? It says, it's not of the Father, but it's not of the Father, but it's of the world. You see that in that last line? Hey, all of that is of the world, man. When Yahweh was on the scene, man, 2,000 years ago, hey, he was humble. He had spiritual power. He had power and dominion over demons, over principalities. He had power, if you really want to get into it, over Pontius Pilate and King Herod. But hey, he was humble. He took whatever the Father told him to do, man. He did it. Right? He endured the cross, man. He endured the scourging. Right? Being laughed at, people not believing. Yahweh Shai had biological brothers too that didn't believe. I'm gonna get verse 17. It says, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. You see that? So, hey, this world's gonna pass away. So, when that grid go down, man, when all the power go out and the lights go out, hey, you ain't gonna be able to, talk to girls across the world, and the girls are gonna be able to be on, OnlyFans. Brothers know what that is, where they can be harlots and show everybody their whole body and expose themselves. Hey, or extort people. A lot of people do that over social media too. They portray an image that they're not really even about. It's all about the pride, man. Everybody want to be on top. Everybody want to be seen. Everybody want to be, the big dog, so to speak. It says, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushua, abideth forever. You see that? So, hey, the fact that the Lord has everything set up the way it is and where it's going, that's because, hey, it's not a Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. This world is not keep the commandments of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. They don't serve the Lord in spirit and in truth. They don't have the Lord, man. He's not with this world, man. This world is coming to an end. Right? This world is coming to an end, man. I'm going to get 2nd Ezra chapter 15. I believe it's verse 8. I believe. Matter of fact, I'm going to get verse 11. It says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and I will smite Egypt with plagues as before, and I will destroy all the land thereof. Hey, so it's going to be like the purge out here, man. When the lights go out. Hey, that Egyptian spirit in Isaiah 19, because these Edomites, they the modern day Egyptians, man. And Jacob's going to be, they're going to be caught up in the mix of it, man. Getting trampled over, Esau, hey, their blessing is the sword. They got weapons, they got guns. Our blessing is spiritual. But if, 2/3, they're not going to have that hedge of protection. So when all hell break loose and it's the purge, hey, Jake don't know how to shoot that gun like Esau do. They don't know how to swing that sword like Esau do. They're going to get cut down. You got a lot of Edomites, they have survival skills, on the carnal level. Our people don't have that. Jake don't have that. All Jake know how to do is roll a damn blunt, Or, work for Esau, man. Do his dirty work, It says as before. You see that? So that's how you know this is also the new Egypt, right? Babylon the Great, America is the new Egypt. And the Lord said this, I believe it's Ecclesiastes. The Lord said he would require of that which is past. Right? Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 15, it says, that which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushua, require of that which is past. You see that? So, hey, when I brought out in the book of Exodus chapter 10, when the Lord sent the plague of darkness so great you can feel it, it was so I can't even describe that as a man. I can't describe that because we only see a fraction of Yahweh Shah's power, a fraction of it. I can't describe. How can you feel that? Like I know it's true. I believe it, but I'm like, dang, like you can feel it. Like that's crazy. But hey, we know the devil got but a short time too. So this is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Then I'm gonna close it out. Right? It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, and woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, when the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, man. Right? And I believe I seen the video where Esau was basically telling you, they was telling you, when the next pandemic was going to be. They was telling you it was going to be a cyber attack. I'm going to try to go to it. It was a guy named, I think, Klaus Schwab, however you say his name. Yeah, Klaus Schwab. This guy right here, Esau Edom. Esau Edom. He said that the next pandemic was going to be a cyber pandemic, you know, which is going to be, you know, the power grid going out, man. So, hey, you know, hey, the Lord is working, man. The Lord is speeding things up day by day. Prophecies are popping off the page, you know. So, you know, stay on your watch, be occupied, prophecy, you know, be on fire, you know. You know, seek the Lord while you may be found, man. You know, don't be lukewarm and cold in this thing, man, because we are at the end. You know, all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. You know, and to this peace salutations to the elect scattered abroad. Shalom.